friends, it's Scott.
And Liz.
From Flat River Keto. You know that most of the time you only get Liz on videos when we're doing a recipe video. We're not quite doing that today, but I twisted her arm up behind her back and talked her into coming and being on here with me.
It's my goal to get to Hobby Lobby, so this is my...
That's right. I'm going to go to Hobby Lobby with her. That's what I had to... See what I do for you guys. But anyway, if you're new to my channel, you get to come along for the ride on my keto journey. And a little bit of Liz's keto journey, too. Today, we're going to talk about that anyway. Most of you know, I haven't updated you for a while. I have been doing a pretty good job until this week of posting daily short videos. I usually post those videos while I walk with my dogs. And if you're hearing the dulcet bass tones today, it's because I've had a cold for about the last week.
Poor thing.
And I was hacking so bad this morning at the office that one of my coworkers actually came into my office with a couple of cough drops and was like, here you go. So that's been me. Haven't gotten a lot of exercise in and consequently haven't gotten any short videos in. Having said that, we've been actually wanting to do this video for a while. We finally had to put it on the calendar so that it would actually happen. If it tells you what a busy time of year this is. For me, but for Liz too. Liz is always busy. I know I've told you guys in the past that she sold back her plan period to the district. And even though she got rid of the extra things she was doing after school, she is still quite busy and doing a lot of stuff at home. And you add on top of that the fact that I'm working, 55 to 60 hours a week because it's tax season. And it's just made it hard. We haven't got an update for a while. So to update you on what's going on with me, I would love to say that I'm maintaining, but I've probably lost a little bit of ground. I'm trying to be a little bit kinder to myself about that. And I think I've actually made some progress on that front. I don't think I've gotten so down on myself. My wife could maybe either yes or no. I don't know.
No,
but
you've been better.
Yeah, so
You've been dying this week and you haven't been mad at yourself for being dead.
Yeah, it's rare, but it does happen. So, yes. So anyway, but I'm hanging in there. If I can get over this dumb cold, I do want to get back to walking again. I just started doing my DDPY again, which, by the way, is always so disappointing when you haven't been working out for a while to go back and try, go to do the 3-second push-up again. And used to be able to do a bunch of those, and now I feel like I'm going to die. But, that's part of life. And so I'm being kind to myself. And I... not giving up on the journey, not getting down on myself, as Liz kind of mentioned, is very good for me. And so I feel like I can kind of move back in the right direction. As you guys know, Liz has been on this keto journey with me almost as long as I've been on this keto journey. And do you want to talk a little bit about how things have been for you lately?
I've always been a smallish person. I don't know how you would say it.
There's truth to that.
Yes. But when I started doing keto with you, I really never quite got to my goal weight, but then I don't really rely on the scale. I don't like the scale.
That's okay. But I think you were feeling pretty good about yourself.
Yes, I was feeling really good about myself, and then I just kind of threw it all out the window. I was still making, keto dinner and having a keto chow shake for lunch, usually. But, when my coworker, who teaches all the foods classes, brings me, here, have a brownie that we made in our plating class. Here, have some freshly made pasta that we made from scratch. I'm like, okay.
You kind of quit saying no instead of saying yes.
Yes, I had a cinnamon roll for lunch instead of a keto chow shake. They're totally not equal. And so just recently, I went to go put on my jeans that I've been wearing, and the belt loop. There we go, words. The belt loop ripped out from me pulling them up. And so I was just
now, guys, you've never had that experience, have you? I have, okay, exactly. So, but it was kind of a good wake-up call a little bit. That obviously, nobody's going to look at my wife and go, well, there's a really big person, because she's not. Just like Liz said, she's definitely a smaller person, but she's put on a little bit of weight, not feeling like she wants to feel in the clothes that we have. And
the biggest thing for me is I've been trying to... My children broke me. Having children broke me. My hip has always, just like your back has been your issue. My
good barometer for where I'm at, right?
My right hip has always been my barometer, and I was just like, I got new shoes at Christmas. I won't wear my insoles. And then all of a sudden, within 2 weeks, I'm like, okay, I'm dying. I need insoles. So I put insoles. I'm like, that'll totally fix it. It fixed it for about a week. And then after the chiropractor and the massage therapist, I'm like, it's still not better. Okay, I think keto needs to come back to play here to make it go away completely.
Yeah, and guys, I hadn't even really thought about that before Liz agreed to jump on with me today. But obviously she wants to lose a little bit of weight, wants to fit into her clothes a little bit better.
Yes.
But you guys have followed my journey for like almost 3 years, 2.5 years now, and it's been a lot about weight loss for me. And of course, as Liz mentioned, I have had the back thing, which has definitely gotten better on keto. But Liz, while she wants to lose a little bit of weight, honestly, for her, it's a lot more about her hip. Her hip in conjunction with her hip is her knee. And when she doesn't take care of herself, she has a lot of hip and knee pain. So I know that, not everybody is in it for a big, weight loss being a big part of their journey. And for Liz, she can really tell, honestly, she gets really immediate feedback with her hip. And so she and I are both pledging to do a little bit better. I don't know how often I'm going to get her on here to update you. It might be more of you seeing this lovely face telling you about how Liz is doing. But maybe we'll get her on here once or twice again to kind of share updates.
Or about Hobby Lobby trips.
You know what? That's fair. That's fair. We can do that. So anyway, that's an update kind of on us. The other thing that we wanted to do, I have posted a couple of update videos as Keto Chow has come out with some new products. As you guys know, I'm affiliated with Keto Chow. It's one of the very few keto products that I use, but I really like it. And they've come out with some new things, and you know how busy this time of year is for me and Liz always, but definitely for me this time of year. And so we've gotten reviews out, but I wanted to talk a little bit more about a couple of the products that Keto Chow has come out with because we've been really excited about both of them. First is the electrolytes, which is SalT. And I was a daily user of electrolytes, honestly, not too long after I started my journey. Yes, this is we can show the big package too. This is the Coco Loco. But I was a user of electrolytes kind of every day, and I've been doing that. About knocked something over there.
Still gonna knock over. There you go.
Try again. But I've been a big user of electrolytes, and so I've really enjoyed the Keto Chow salty electrolytes, and I use them every day. Now, Liz doesn't use them quite in the same way that I do, but...
So every morning, I like to, I don't know whether it's to fit in or just because it's fun to have a hot drink to sip on in the mornings, especially going to school.
We don't coffee, by the way.
Yeah, we don't coffee. And so we were doing Creo Brew because I'm a big chocolate fan, and, let's have a cup of hot chocolate in the morning. That sounds like a great idea for Liz.
Sorry to interrupt again, but for those of you who don't know what Creo Brew is...
Creo Brew is just ground cacao beans. There's no sweetener in them, so it's kind of bitter, which I'm fine with. I really like the dark, bitter chocolate. Mm-hmm. But then Keto Chow came out with Coco Loco SalT, and I was just like, salted chocolate, that can't be good. But, you had this hot in the morning. Oh, my gosh, it is so good.
It's amazing.
Oh, my gosh.
So we switched over, and this is now what we do every day.
Yes,
and
every morning.
For the record, I love my wife very much, and she, most of the time, does a great job of making that sort of stuff for me.
Yes.
She makes my Keto Chow shakes for me in the morning, and she makes my Coco Loco chocolate. Now, on the weekends... I'm not the kind of awful person that would make my lovely spouse, who's had a hard week, get up with me on Saturday to make this for me as I am now working on Saturdays. So I have a few of these at my office, and I have the ability to get hot water at my office. And so this morning particularly, as I told you guys, I've been suffering with a cold. I made one myself. I know. But I made one myself, and that's been really nice. So we just wanted to talk a little bit about how much we've enjoyed that. Now, if you're watching this channel... chances are that you're keto curious, something along those lines.
Or just like you as a friend.
Or just like me as a friend. There's probably a few of those too. But for the most part, you're probably keto. I think these electrolytes are great for somebody who's on keto, but they're also great if you're not. If your kids do sports, and you want to have them have electrolytes like this. No sugar, just electrolytes to replenish their electrolytes. That's great. If you want to have a hot chocolate that isn't 300 calories... This is amazing. Yes. It really is. And you add a little splash of heavy cream, which isn't going to quite get you to 300 calories, but it's going to add a little bit of calories. As you guys know, on keto, we're not so worried about calories, but we want to get macros. But I just wanted to share with you how much we've enjoyed the salty and like Liz said, how that's replaced something else that we used to do, which is, don't get me wrong, Creo Brew is good. We're not saying it's a bad product.
No, it's a great product. It was time consuming because you have to boil the water, you have to let it steep in the ground cacao beans, and this is easy. Like if I'm going, I'm going to be going to State for FCCLA, I'll take these with me. just get some. They always have hotel rooms. They always have like those coffee pots.
Yep.
Just fill it with hot water and drop this in. You don't even need a shaker or anything. And it's hot.
Yeah,
and
honestly,
delicious.
guys, at my work, I wouldn't have been able to take Creo Brew
No.
beans with me or anything. I had packets of this, and we have a cappuccino machine at my office, which I don't use it, but you know what I do use it for? It makes nice hot water.
Yes.
You push the on button and hot water comes out. And so then I am able to make this. Anyway, so that's kind of an update on that we've been wanting to talk to you guys about how much we've enjoyed the SalT. And those are our dogs, in case
There's
you were
probably
wondering.
somebody in the alley.
There's probably somebody in our yard. Yes, we love our dogs, though. But we just want to share that with you because it's something we've been using. And obviously, we reviewed it when it first came out, but we couldn't tell you about what we thought about it a month after it came out when it first came out. So we wanted to update you on that. The other thing that we wanted to share with you, and I did obviously do a little bit. I posted a couple of things. Actually, I don't even think I've shared a video really about the two new types of Keto Chow. But as you guys know, Keto Chow has come out with cream of mushroom and also with baked potato soup. As you can see, we are down to half a package. We've got some on the way, but I don't think it's going to be here till Monday or Tuesday. But wanted to talk with you a little bit about, and eventually, maybe, if we can actually find the time, we're going to hopefully make a couple of recipe videos. But wanted to tell you about some of the things that we've been doing with the baked potato Keto Chow and the cream of mushroom. Because I think, guys, these are really game changers as far as recipes go. And the things that we've tried so far, if you want to talk a little bit about what we've tried so far with the baked potato first.
Okay, with the baked potato, we've tried loaded baked potato soup, and we've tried mashed cauliflower. My kids are huge. Well, I didn't realize it until we stopped making mashed potatoes, but they love mashed potatoes. Mm-hmm. We make them at school, and my kids are always like, "Where's the mashed potatoes?" when we make them. Anyway, so I made mashed cauliflower with the baked potato soup, just half a package. Mm-hmm. My kids liked it.
It was really good.
That's a game changer for me because my kids don't like regular.
Yeah, our kids. For those of you guys who don't know, I think I've mentioned it before. Our kids don't keto.
No,
they eat keto meals at dinner because that's what mom makes, and
unless they're not, and then they want to make something else because they don't want a keto meal.
Our kids are both teenagers. For those of you who don't know, and so they've gotten to the point where, like, our son has his own money, he has a job, and he will sometimes go out to eat because he doesn't like our keto meals. But this. They enjoyed very much.
They ate this. They liked this.
And the soup.
That was huge.
I thought I was going to have leftovers, but no. Brandon, who is our son, had to have extra helpings of it, and it was gone.
It really tasted just like baked potato soup. And what you make it with turnips, and so you get the same texture as baked potato, or like mashed potato or whatever. Potatoes.
Yeah, basically just cut up potatoes that would normally be in baked potato soup.
Yeah, but then this gives you that potato flavor.
With the turnips.
Turnips
are pretty neutral, and then you get the flavor.
Right.
So you're really kind of tricking your brain a little bit.
It really is. And I put like bacon bits and shredded cheddar cheese in. Guys, I made a huge pot of it. I doubled the recipe. Did I double the recipe? Or was it yes, we doubled the recipe.
You did, yep.
I doubled the recipe. For 4 people, it was gone.
Yep, it was
gone.
So
none left over.
It was fantastic.
Yes.
And that has given us a couple of ideas that being honest with you, we have not tried yet, but we're very excited about.
Well, we need more.
It's on the way. It's going to be here hopefully Monday or Tuesday. For some reason, we live in North Platte, Nebraska. It came to North Platte, went back to Omaha, and I think it's gotten back to North Platte.
Small town problems.
I know. Oh, well. But it is going to be here soon. So a couple of ideas of things that we haven't tried yet, but we're very excited about is a keto clam chowder. And my mom has a clam chowder recipe that we have all enjoyed. Basically, I mean, obviously,
it was every Christmas Eve kind of thing.
It was, and then when we went to keto, we created a recipe that we just kind of liked because it was really cauliflowery, and so it was just okay. I'm excited to really try this again with the diced up turnips and use my mom's recipe and use the baked potato Keto Chow. I'm really excited to try that. The other recipe is, I love zuppa toscana.
Thank you, Olive Garden.
Yes, from the Olive Garden. And I'm really excited to try a keto version of that. I might go with sliced turnips instead of cauliflower. Anyway, I've got some ideas.
That's the one soup that Brandon really likes. He likes that one keto. It's just fine keto. You're like, it's okay keto, which is kind of weird.
I know, but so I'm excited to try this with that. But anyway, to not put too strong a point on it, this is what I love about these soups is they give us the ability to try some recipes that we used to really enjoy that we got away from because we went keto, and it was worth it. Don't get me wrong, as we've already talked with you about some of the benefits for us. But so let's talk a little bit about the cream of mushroom. What we've tried, smothered pork chops. When I was a kid, my mom used to, and I'm sure it's funny because I think it's an amazing meal, but it was probably one of those like, I don't have time to cook today meals. She would get an electric skillet, and put, I think, before we'd go to church, sometimes it'd be a Sunday dinner, and do cream of mushroom soup and just pour it over assorted pork chops that she had browned in a skillet, and that was dinner. And we'd have it with mashed potatoes, of course. But but this was amazing using the cream of mushroom.
We just browned the pork chops in butter, threw them in the crock pot with a package of this, and did we put some cream cheese in it?
I think we actually made Steve from Serious Keto's cream of mushroom soup recipe.
Yes, we did.
And we just used that and poured that over the top, and it was c'est magnifique.
My daughter Emily, who half the time pays attention to me in the kitchen, half the time doesn't. She goes, "Mom, you haven't made these forever."
Yep.
Like, I don't even know the last time I made them, even before we weren't keto, because I was making other pork chops. She's like, "You haven't made these forever, Mom. Thank you for making these." Like, she had no idea that I had made them keto. And she's like, "These are so good. Thank you. I've been missing these." I'm like, didn't know.
And I would say, and that's what's interesting about these particular soup bases is that we made some recipes for our kids that, again, our kids are very not keto, that they've really enjoyed. Mm-hmm. We have a couple recipes for the cream of mushroom that we haven't tried yet, but we're looking forward to, and that is beef stroganoff. And then the other one, my wife is really excited about. It's really funny because she actually messaged Miriam. We did not know about this coming out.
No, we didn't have it.
But she messaged Miriam literally, I want to say less than a week or a week before Keto Chow reached out to me and told me that this was coming out. Like, I think Miriam was wondering if we somehow knew about it. Because we did not. But she private messaged Miriam, because Chris and Miriam are friends of ours. And she said, "Hey, do you have a good cream of mushroom soup recipe? Because I like Swedish meatballs and I want to make them." And I can't remember.
Or sophisticated meatballs. I know that there are a million different names. I call them Swedish meatballs.
She calls them Swedish meatballs. For those of you guys who are confused, because your Swedish meatballs have like a red sauce, these are a white sauce, kind of a cream cheese base.
Cream cheese, cream of mushroom base.
Yeah. And it's one of Liz's favorite recipes that I've, honestly, in the 20 years we've been married, I only kind of like. And so, like, she wants it, like, once a month, but I'm like, did we do it once a quarter? But I kind of got lucky we got away from it when we got onto keto.
But we found a good meatball recipe, but we couldn't, like, the sauce that we made with it,
it wasn't great.
It wasn't great. And so I was like, "Do you have a good recipe?" And she's like, "Well, we kind of have one with, like, the beef soup base." I'm like, "Okay,
Long story short, she couldn't tell us yet, but they had already come up with this.
Yes.
And
after trying the pork chops, that's the flavor that I was wanting. The flavor that's in the pork chops, very similar flavor profile for my meatballs, so I'm really excited to have them with my meatballs.
So we haven't had it yet, but we're very excited to try it. And like I said, guys, we're going to try, I'm in tax season until April 15th, but we really are going to try to see if we can't get a couple of these recipes and do some videos, because the queen of wonderful, amazing recipe videos. I will be the disembodied voice as per usual. Don't know if we'll have the wonderful bass tones, because hopefully I won't still have a cold by then.
We got new stoves at the high school.
Yeah, so they'll look really pretty for the videos. But anyway, I know this has been a particularly long video for us. We usually don't go, I think we're almost up to 20 minutes now. We usually don't go this long, but wanted to update you guys on what's going on with us, and wanted to talk with you about some keto products that we really love. I will put a link in the description of this video, of course, if you would like to try the electrolytes or the soup bases or any of the other great Keto Chow products, because there's a lot of wonderful, amazing Keto Chow products, and we love we love them, and we do use them. But that's an update with us and what's going on. Like I said, maybe if I get to go to Hobby Lobby again, I will get Liz on here again to update you on what's going on with her, because she's kind of wanted to do a little bit of a reset, and I'm kind of wanting to do a little bit of a reset. Hopefully, maybe sometime this coming week, I'll get you more kind of specifics on what we're going to do. But just letting you know that we're committed to this, and it's going to be good. We're going to make some progress. And, day by day, keep calm and keto on. We'll talk to you guys again soon.
Bye.